Hey guys, it's Sarah and I am here to do a flip through of Brody's album because it is now complete. And if this is the first video you're seeing like this, Brody was our Boston Terrier and he passed away almost a year ago, actually in April of 2017. And I went back and I redid his album because I had an album of his, but I didn't really like it all that much. And I just wanted to redo it and kind of, do him better justice, I guess you could say, and just have a cuter album with more of my style today. So that is what I did, and this is the completed album. I did go from an 8x8 album to an 8.5x11, so the pages are a little bit bigger, and I really like that format a lot better. This is an older American Crafts. I don't remember what these are called. Are they called like basic albums or something? This is chipboard. It's just raw chipboard. And I just stenciled his name in black Sharpie on here and colored it in. And then I have this little Boston Terrier die cut that someone had sent me. So I put that on here with red line tape so it shouldn't come off or move or anything. So let me just go ahead and do a flip through. I do have process videos for every single one of these pages. So if you see one that you haven't seen yet, go ahead and check out my Mini Monday playlist, which I will leave linked down below, and just find the beginning of Brody's album and you can watch it through that way. So this was the first picture that we saw of him and made us drive almost 2 hours to the breeder to go and meet him and bring him home. So that was his very first picture there. And I'm going to try to hold these at an angle so that my lights don't glare off it too bad. This was picking his name, and we got it from the movie Mallrats. There was a character named Brody in that one. We did spell it differently than what the character did, but at the time that was one of my favorite movies. And this is just a little thing that I had done when we first got him, and it was like the cost of everything. And then, having a dog that you love more than anything is priceless. So I kind of went off that MasterCard commercial back in the day. This is us snuggling. So Josh snuggling with him. He was a great snuggler. He really was. And here we have, oh, the places you sleep. And he would sleep in like the funniest positions and he would be completely fast asleep and I didn't understand it. This is You Are Awesome and just, him making us laugh every day. I love your quirks. This is a little shirt that my father-in-law got him. And I just talk about his little quirks that he had. This is a funny story about him escaping from our friend's house when they were dog sitting him, and he ran all the way to our house because he wanted to go home. So that's a pretty funny story there. This was his favorite football. He had a yellow football and he loved that thing. So I have pictures of him holding it in his mouth and he's trying to catch in the air and everything. This is just me and him, and I called him my handsome. So that's kind of his little nickname I had for him. This is him wearing a Georgia Bulldog scarf, and I'm wearing my Georgia stuff. We were probably a game day. So I documented that. This is when we got Annabelle. We brought her home when he was 5 years old. So it's kind of the story of bringing her home and how he reacted to her and everything. He went from being one dog to having a baby and getting Annabelle all in the same year. So this is Kaylin with him. She used to call him Broby, so I wrote that down here. That's what she would call him when she first started, talking a whole bunch, and it was so cute. This is him laying on my chest, and I'm kissing him and just snuggling. This is his diagnosis that he got, and he had Cushing's disease, which was attacking some of his organs. We were able to control it with medication for just about 3 years. So we were able to prolong and keep him comfortable and all that. This is one day when he had some blood work done and he has like his stuff shaved and everything because he had blood work done, and he was feeling much better in this picture. So this was his 13th birthday. The girl's on the couch with him. This is him laying across Layla's lap. He loved to just, make himself comfortable. Didn't matter where. This is him sleeping. So I just said sleepy boy. And I got down on the floor and took a picture of him. This was him and me snuggling on the floor one day. As you could tell, he was a great snuggler. He really was. And he just laid on my arm, and we laid like that for a while. This was his 14th birthday. And this was the night before he passed. And this was also, actually, this was the morning that he passed. This was the night before the girls were kind of, you know, playing with him and snuggling and, you know, all that stuff, spending some time with him because they knew that we had the appointment. Okay, guys, I had to cut in here real quick because I actually, this album is completely done, and I was putting away some layouts that I had finished and I needed to put into albums and realized I had this one stuck in there and went, uh-oh, this is not in the album, which I've already done my share for. And I forgot to put it in there. And one of the reasons I didn't put it in right away is because I don't have any more 8.5 by 11 page protectors. So I have to go to Hobby Lobby and get some here sometime this week. But I completely forgot that this was not in the album, and I had already like done this video and uploaded it and scheduled it and everything. So I have to go back and redo it now, which is fine. But I just wanted to show you where this is going to go. And then since I'm adding this page in here, it's going to be uneven. And so I do have some other things I can put in here. So this is where it's going to go in the album, basically, is right after this layout with Kaylin. And I wanted to do our last day in between that. And then I will also have these little pictures that the girls made for Brody. So Kaylin did this one here, and it's him sleeping on his bed, which he did most of that day. And then this one that she did. And Layla did this one too, and it's so cute. It says, "We miss you so much." And so I'm going to put all three of these in the album, just kind of like stacked together in the page protector. So they're all in there. And then that will be like when you open it, you know, it'll have Kaylin right there, and then you'll see the artwork, and then turn it over, and then this one will be right here. I just don't have a page protector, so I'm really sorry, guys. I know this is like awful. I just can't believe I forgot to put this in here, you know, so you guys could see it, and I could have probably MacGyvered something, but this is what it is. This is kind of how I have to do it right now. But yeah, so I will cut back to what I had previously filmed, so I'm sorry about that, but this will go into it. But I know I did a process video for this one, so I wanted you guys to know that I did not forget this in the album. I just didn't have it in the other video, so I apologize for that. This is the day of the appointment. This was a few minutes before the doctor came in, so I put the date here. This is me and my husband holding him. And then this is a little collage picture that I put on Facebook after he passed, and so I wanted to document that. It has him in different stages here. And then the last one is a large 8.5 by 11 picture, and it's my favorite picture of him. We took this when we were in California, so he was still, I think he was 4 or 5 years old in this one, and it's one of my favorites because it's a great profile of him. And yeah, so that is my completed album for Brody, and it's a little bittersweet that it's done because we miss him terribly. The girls still talk about him constantly and talk about how much they miss him and everything. He was just such a great dog, and you know, definitely part of our family. So we miss him, but now we have this that we can look back and reflect on. So I'm happy that I have this now and it's all complete. But yep, that is going to be it for this project for Mini Monday. I am going to try to figure out what else I'm going to do now because I don't really have any idea yet. But as soon as I figure that out and start getting a plan in place, I will come back and let you know. And please let me know down below if you guys have any questions. And again, if you want to see process videos for any of these layouts in here, I have them all in my Mini Monday playlist, which I will have linked down below, so you guys can go and check that out. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day, and I will see you again soon. Bye.